puts up a tough shot. Passes around, goes in at the buzzer. Working it down to 2-1, a deep three. Oh!
It's population.
That's how you win a game.
It's population. We hustle every day to find picks. You can tell us if you want to get rich. It's population. We robbing Underdog and PrizePicks. We the best in this biz. You ain't telling us shit. It's population. We love making money quick, fast. Cooking up a team card. The whole crew about to smash. It's population. We do it for the fam, so everybody let's cash. The dopest team you ever seen. Winning money, stacking G's. Bookies setting traps, but they'll never catch me. Some people get addicted like rats to the cheese, but I got one obligation to bring Johnny to his knees. Holding back the props till the morning he knows. They'll be fishing in the shack, plotting nukes with the bros. Only with craw, never reload. Underrated to my amigos. We go with honest, we seeking the bloods. We know when a fucking cheat code. Party that I'm sweating, it can't be good for my health. Some may call it making bets, I call it investing in myself. I'm picking props like stocks, population for the win. Got my sips in by the buzzer now, let the games begin.
Unbelievable. Just classic. He did it.
It's population. It's population. It's population. We do it for the fam, so everybody let's cash.
Hey, what's up, bro? It's been like 9 days, I see. Vacations.
All-star break, yeah, vacations. We're back, though.
We're back, man.
We got like, what, 26 games or something?
Something like that. Who's that guy?
This is Taron Armstrong, NBL GOAT, Warriors.
Just making you happy about the Warriors?
Oh my god, I was so excited when they signed him to a two-way.
That's cool.
He's one of my favorite NBL players, and my team got him. So,
how much do you think he'll play? Is he like a role player, or is he like a nobody player? He'll just be on the bench.
He'll be on the bench, but I'm wondering if they're going to send him to G League. If they do, I'll have to go check some Santa Cruz games.
What if he comes in and does better than you think, and like cracks the starting five in the middle of the season? Impossible.
Takes over Pods.
Yeah.
Pods is playing really well, but I think he's gonna earn a spot in the league.
All right, well let's give him seventh man. Let's give him 20 minutes a night. 15. That'd be fun.
Let's do it. I'm excited. Should we talk some women college basketball?
Oh first? Yeah. That's always fun. I know you got Big Diamond. I saw earlier. That's always interesting.
Yeah, her conference. They all played today, and I love that conference. They play no defense in that conference, MEAC conference. And the two worst defenses play head to head today: Delaware State and Central. And this is a game earlier this season they play each other. Central allows the most points in the conference, and I think almost in the country. They allow over 80 points a game, which is crazy. Like most of the highest teams are like around 70. They allow the most in the country. Not even in the conference. 82.2 points per game. No one cracks 80 but them.
And you looking at all these props now lately, did the bookies move these correctly, or are they just normal lines?
No, this season average for the
really?
Delaware State players.
Oh well,
so
they don't do anything then. Okay.
No, the two we got are Kiera and Mahogany. It's a cool name. They dropped 18 and 20 in the last meeting. High scoring game. And the total is pretty high for this conference. I think the total is like 135. So I like Kiera.
She's only 13.5, right?
Yeah, she averages about 13.
17. She took 17 shots against them last time. I'm in.
That's about what she takes. So she took last game against South Carolina State, 17 shots, 20 points. Yeah, she expected about the same. Hopefully, it's only a 4.5 point spread too. So she plays her normal 38 minutes, 17 shots. She should get that 13.5. The lower line, 12.5, Mahogany. She had 20 points that game, took 17 shots as well. She averaged 12.6, so 12.5 right on the dot. But yeah, she's a little more sporadic. So if I had to choose, I would go with Kyra. But they both should have solid games. But then Delaware State, again, they're a bad defense as well. So Central, you're going to have Morgan Callahan, forward. She gets a ton of boards. And then Kyla Bryant, who's like their scoring guard / forward.
Look at that rotation, man. Looking like the old Knicks.
Yeah, man. Kyla is going to play huge minutes. She's at 15.5 points. That's about her normal line. She had 22 that game. She did make 8 free throws, though. So hopefully she just stays aggressive like she normally does, gets to the line. Like she attacks the basket relentlessly. They can go with her 15.5 points. And then also consider Morgan Callahan's 25.5 PRA. She had a low scoring game, 12 points, but she still cleared her PRA because she had 12 rebounds, 4 assists. So she had 28 PRA. So, yeah, I would say I would put them on the same slip, Morgan and Kyla. But I would split them up. PRA for Morgan, points for Kyla. And then obviously, go with one of the Delaware State players like Kiara here, 13.5. And then we got to go shining bright like a diamond here, Mrs. Diamond Johnson. She's a bucket, drains threes. She played Morgan State early this season, dropped 24 points.
Is she going pro, Diamond? I mean,
I don't know.
I guess
I don't
pro.
think so. She's taking advantage of
Certain matchups.
soft offense.
Okay.
But the big, they have Kiara Wheeler. She balled too. She 5 offensive rebounds. A lot of those were putbacks. 13 rebounds, 2 assists, 24 points. Now, the problem with her is just can she stay out of foul trouble? Naya on the other side is a really good player and can draw fouls, but in this game, Wheeler kept her hands to herself. But yeah, she averages almost a double-double. But her PRA is 26.5, so you're going to need a big rebound game from her. If you want, I think she's a good hedge to Diamond, playing separate slips. The Diamond's points in one, and then Wheeler's PRA in the other. So I'm probably just going to round robin, split them up like that. I'm not going to play the same players for the same team on the same slip, but just split them up. But if I had to say, I would say these 3 are probably my favorite. Kyla Bryant, Kiara, Delaware State, and Diamond. It's Diamond points. She was 18.5. She got bumped to 19, unfortunately. I think you can catch her on Underdog 18.5, but it's like a 0.9x something reduction. There you go.
Cool.
I like Naya. She's one of my favorite small school players because she transferred from Gonzaga and she's been abusing these like small tier schools. But this is a tough matchup. Norfolk State is number 1 defense in their conference. They have big Wheeler, like I said, and holding it down the paint. And Naya only had 13 points in that last meeting. So it's right there in the line. I'd be too afraid to take her under because she's such a focal point of the offense. And she's really talented. I mean, we rarely get her. But in the right matchups, man, and we took her against Delaware State. She went off. 19 points, 11 rebounds. And then last game against Howard, which is a somewhat tough matchup, she had 29 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. She's a baller. But even against Central, she only had 13. Favorable matchup. So I think the 16.5 is too much on the line for the over or the under here, just given the matchup. She had 13 points, 11 rebounds. Only 27 minutes. They were ramping her back up. She was coming back from injury. She started the season late. But now she's playing. Now her minutes are getting up there. So maybe if she played, 8 more minutes, she could have got that 16.5 point maybe. So I'll probably just stay away from her, unfortunately. She's a good player though. Look out for her next. Because I think they'll probably only have like 2 more games before the tournament starts. So we'll see how many times we get the MEAC conference. All right. Talk some NBA. Average slate seems like at first glance. Clippers at Pistons. Pistons slight favorites at home because no Kawhi and no Norm Powell. So we're just gonna have Harden out there run the show. And what did Harden? He played recently without those guys, right? Dropped 60 fantasy on the Pacers. 5 stocks. I think, was it Kawhi? Yeah, Kawhi was out and Norm was out for that game. Yeah, I mean, he could definitely rack up the assists here, but it's just, I mean, he's not. Look at the guys he's passing to. He doesn't have Norm to pass to. He doesn't have Kawhi to pass to. It's going to be guys like Zubac, Derek Jones, and Coffee will probably get the start. Yeah. It's a tough matchup in the paint because we know Pistons play drop coverage. They'll probably do that today with Zubac being a focal point of the offense too, right? They have not played each other this season. Looks like. So, man, Harden had terrible games last season against Pistons. 4 and 14 points. Let's see, what is assists at 9.5? Seems fair. 10.5 on Pinnacle. Minus 193 on the under. Yeah, see, they have this new assist chart you pointed out to me on Prop Madness. It shows like where most of their assists are converted.
Yeah, is that helpful?
It's helpful for this situation. Like Harden, 42% of his assists are converted near the rim, and like I said, the Pistons playing drop coverage, focusing on stopping easy buckets near the rim. They're top 4 defense, so they're top 4 in preventing assists there. So he's gonna have to get a lot of his assists done probably in the mid-range and 3-point game, and at that high line, I don't know, man. But we did see Trey just have 13 assists, but a game went to overtime. But yeah, I mean, his rebounding should go up too with Kawhi. Not there, but yeah, it doesn't look like guys that like his position are really converting rebounds in the backcourt. I would say if you want to consider his RA, it's 14.5 some books, 15.5 in others, and I'm sure his fantasy is like really juiced, right? With all those guys out, if we even have the fantasy. Oh yeah, I mean his PRA is 43. Oh yeah, his fantasy is almost 50. I can't do that, man. So probably just good on Harden, man. And I don't really want anything Pistons either. Clippers could be a solid defense. I mean, yeah, Kawhi being out takes a little bit of hit, but we saw majority of the beginning of the season without Kawhi, they were still a solid defense with Chris Dunn out there and Derek Jones. So, and Zubac is a good paint defender. So it's a tough matchup for Durant as well. Yeah, probably good on all Pistons. Oh yeah, they do have. That's right. The Clippers do have Bogdan. So, did he start last game? I missed this game. Pacers game without those guys. No, Bogdan still came off the bench. Played almost starter minutes, so 29 minutes. Yeah, so it'll be Coffee and Dunn. It'll be the usual lineup they had when Kawhi wasn't playing. And then whenever Powell was out, they had Coffee slide in. So pretty gross offense lineup for the Clippers, but the defense can still hold it down. All those guys are pretty solid defenders, especially Chris Dunn, Derek Jones, like I said, and then Zubac in the paint. So I get a total 221. Seems like a very average game. Low scoring. So I'm good on that. Yeah, Cade we'll see a lot of Chris Dunn defense. All right, Nuggets at Pacers. Man, Nuggets, they just play down the competition, don't they? They barely beat the Hornets. I mean, that was a closer game than the total suggests. The Blazers game was pretty close, I remember. And they lost to the Lakers recently. I bet the Pacers run their zone defense. Try to limit Jokic's playmaking here. I think what teams are figuring out, man, is just let Jokic score, but don't let all the guys around him score. Because every time he gets doubled, he finds the open guy. And then once those other guys get involved, that's when the Nuggets are at their best. Not when Jokic is doing all the scoring. So, I bet the Pacers run that. Zone, making it hard for him to find the pass. And they'll probably have a lot more open looks. That's what I think here. I think everyone's a full go on both sides. Yeah, Aaron Gordon's probable. Jamal Murray's probable. Peyton Watson remains out. So yeah, they're full go. Both teams. High total, man. 240, 245. Now, the Nuggets, what they give up is assists, right? But what is Halliburton's line at? Is it? Oh yeah, see they adjusted. He's been at 8.5 a lot. Now he's at 9.5, probably because of the matchup. So that feels a little high. Maybe if you want to alt it down, it's like 8.5. What he's normally been at. He is at home. Plays better at home. Yeah, see Nuggets are gonna assists to every spot on the court, pretty much. I just don't play Pacers, man. Unless I have to. Pacers aren't giving up assists to the three ball. Most of Jokic's assists are coming near the rim, though. Probably there's a lot of like Aaron Gordon cutting to the basket and others. So yeah, they're about average. Pacers. Jamal Murray. I don't know. It was fun playing the Nuggets guys like Christian Brown and others when Jamal Murray and Gordon were out and MPJ was out for some time. And now they're fully healthy, so. But, I mean, with this total, you probably want some kind of access, right? Pacers are 5th in post-up defense. That's mainly Jokic's offensive strategy or scoring method, right? So, I don't know. I just have a feeling he's going to have a lot of opportunities to score here in this matchup, but the points are so high at 28.5. What happened? What was the cheer for?
Oh, you heard it. Oh, Ayo was just saying Detroit money line. Plus, Ayo was here, so I was cheering.
I'm with that. Playing really good ball, man, and they're at home, and Clippers, yeah, no Norman Powell. That's like 25 points off the board for them. And then obviously Kawhi being gone, that's like 20 points off the board, so I'm with it. I think think about it more like Coffee's 3-point props, depending on what it is. 1.5. Take a stab at it. I mean, guys like him and Bogdan have the best matchup because the Pistons just allow the 3-ball and outside shooting because they don't want to get burned by easy buckets driving to the basket. So Clippers are going to have to get it done with outside shooting. So Harden with his 3-point shooting, Bogdan, and Coffee. Yeah, I'm with the Pistons money line. Oh, this game's disgusting. Nets at Wizards. Look at that total, 217.5. Nets 3.5 point favorites. They're favorites even with like D'Lo being out. Cam Thomas is out still. This is gross. Is Sarr? He's questionable. I mean, if Sarr's out, you get Rashawn Holmes starting at the 5. It's not the best matchup, right? So Nets hold it down in the paint. Top 3 in paint defense. Probably want something Nets here in this matchup. They have the better matchup, obviously. Cam Johnson coming off a solid game against the Sixers, 23 points. Only thing with him has been his minutes, but he finally played solid minutes. He played 35 minutes last game. But he's been, like, because of blowouts and just them tanking, like, he's been capped around 27 to 30 a lot of the games. But maybe with this tight spread, if he can play over 30 minutes, he's the only one on the Nets I really trust for scoring, man. I like Watford. He's a hustle player. It's just the minutes for him. Does he get enough minutes off the bench? If he can play mid 20 minutes, I'd be interested. He could be a good rebounder at times. Probably just want his PRA because he does it all. It looks like he was bumped to 20.5 in some books. It's pretty high for a guy who's only going to play 24, 25 minutes, right? Claxton has a good matchup. But I will say, if Sarr is out, Rashawn Holmes is not a bad defender, man. Relative to what the Wizards have rolled out there in the past 2 seasons, especially this season when they had J-Bow out there. So he's a much better defender than J-Bow and Sarr at his young age, even though Sarr is a good shot blocker. Just being a rookie on switches, he was just bad and getting burned. So, yeah, if you get full starter minutes for Rashawn Holmes and with Claxton's low shot volume, I can't trust Clax. The rebounding will be there, though. They're Wizards allowing the most rebounds, no surprise, because they brick a lot. They don't have really good rebounders on the team. So if you wanted to go like RA, maybe, Clax will play make too. And there's no D'Lo. It's right there in the line, 11.5. He's usually 10.5. I like 10.5 better. Yeah, they're giving up assists near the rim and mid-range game, which Clax gets a lot of his assists from the pick and roll. I'm surprised that much juice on the under 2.5. Wish it was 1.5. Feel really good. But, yeah. Rebounding will be there. I mean, there's no Simmons anymore out there, so... But Watford, like I said, he can have spike rebound games, and Johnson will rebound too. What did D'Lo miss the last game too? Yeah, he did. I maybe consider, just because his minutes fluctuate so much, I might consider Cam Johnson's first half PRA, depending what the line is. 14.5 is pretty high, man. It's like right there. His first half points are normally 9.5. What is it today? 10.5, yeah. Can't do that. So I would say slight lean on Watford's PRA or points, but I think it's a little too high for his minutes, but great matchup. And then slightly on Clax rebounds or RA. But let me know if you guys got anything else for that one. just feels like a gross game, right? And how many minutes is poor Middleton, man? This guy. He got to go against his former team recently too. They just stuck him on the Wizards to die. That sucks for him, bro.
So you got your ring. Just go over there and finish your career out over there. Have fun.
Yeah.
Dirty business.
I would consider either his or Poole's unders with the defense. The Nets roll out, but lines are pretty appropriate. I would say Poole was probably the best. The only problem is that he gets to the free throw line a lot. Like consistently. Like he's taking looks like he's getting like 6 free throws made a game. And the Nets will foul, man. So that'd be my only concern. Maybe you can look for field goal made under if they have it for him. They don't have anybody's field goal made from that game. No surprise, because how ugly that game is, right? Wow. They said nope. All right. Ugly game, guys. Ugly game. Bulls at Sixers. It's one gonna have to hold off on. Don't know the status of Philly. Embiid. It's technically questionable. Oh, now he's rolled out. Okay, but Maxey is questionable. So, and I think Kobe White. Okay, Kobe White's now probable, but Dosunmu is out. Yeah, so hard to say without Maxey here, because he's obviously dealing with something, right? Like Nick Nurse has come out and said that he's been dealing with something all season long. That's why he hasn't looked himself, but he's still trying out there, man. Dropped 31. 23 shots against the Nets. But he's had some real down games, man. Not shooting much, shooting poorly. But if he's out, and you just have Podcast P out there, do the Bulls win? I wouldn't bet on it because the Bulls are openly in tank mode and not hiding it. I saw like a pregame thing. They asked Billy Donovan, "Are you is this like a scrim game where you're like developing players?" He's like, "Yeah, pretty much." So they don't care, man. They don't want to lose. They're just gonna play a lot of the younger guys. So I even if Maxi's out, I still can't take the Bulls money line here. Grimes just had some spike games. Yeah, this is also an ugly game, man. And then Vooch, like, what's going on with him? Like, he went through that before the All-Star break. Like, don't care anymore. Kind of had a resurgence after All-Star. I mean, the rebounds should be there, right? Against a small front court. Is Drummond playing? Is his old team? Let's see if we get Lions for him. That'd be interesting. A little revenge spot for him, and there's no Embiid, right? We have Lions for him? I don't see any yet. Because I think that news just dropped on Embiid, right? Yeah, 15 minutes ago. So let's see. Let's see how low line. Just depends on the lines for Drummond. I mean, both Drummond and Vooch are traffic cones on defense, so. Oh, man. I would consider. Vooch had 12 rebounds, 19 rebound chances last meeting. Did Embiid play? He did not. Did Drummond play in that game? Drummond didn't play either, so makes sense. Just like I thought, going against a small front court, but it looks like Drummond's going to play, so maybe consider a Vooch here first half. I just don't trust full game with the Bulls because they're in tank mode. 9.5 points. Oh man, scary guys. I would say slight lean on his first half points or PRA. I want to see the starting lineup too. I want to see are they going to start Yabu and have Drummond come off the bench, or do they start Drummond because of Vooch out there? We'll have to see. I'm good on everyone else. I mean, Giddey's been having some pretty solid first halves. His first half fantasy, it's bumped now. It's been 17.5. He had 31 against Phoenix. He's been giving it up to point guards. Fantasy will definitely attack Phoenix with point guards. Fantasy. Emmanuel quickly had like 30 fantasy in the first half yesterday against them. Yeah, let's see what he had in the first half versus Sixers. The Sixers been pretty average defensively across the board. So early in the season, he had 26 fantasy in the first half and then 14. Yeah, I don't know. I never like trusting Giddey though, man. He had 18 and 17 RA against them. Not having Tsumu out there helps. Alonzo's playing big minutes now relative for him, so that will eat into his RA for sure. Look at the assist chart though. 35% of his assists go near the rim. Sixers 27th against that. And then they're second to last against 3-point shooting, which a lot of Giddey's assists go to. 100% hit rate for guys like Giddey. Giddey cleared his assist twice versus them. I would maybe consider the assist a 6.5. I hate just playing straight up assists. I like to have the RA instead. Massive juice on his over 7.5 rebounds too. So yeah, maybe just a 14.5 RA, but it's juiced. And it looks like, PrizePicks fantasy sites bumped it to 15.5 already. But if you can catch it on sites, I don't know if Propulation got rid of Fliff or it's just like in and out, but I don't see any Fliff lines for a lot of these guys. Yeah. Oh, there it is. There's his PRA. So maybe Fliff just doesn't have his RA? Yeah. I would say if his RA is at 14.5 on Fliff, I would take it. Minus 120 on Bet365 is the best value for his RA. Okay. Heat at Hawks. So Hawks are on a back-to-back. They went into overtime yesterday too, right? So they're probably gassed. Can we go to our boy Tyler Hero, man? He's been balling. Look at that since All-Star break. 40 points, 28 points, 40 points. 2 40 burgers in the last 3 games. And he's playmaking too, man. 7 assists, 11 assists. High conversion rate, though.
J. Cole says you can't trust the Giddler.
Oh, Giddey? Hell no. Yeah, man. I mean, his PRA is so high now, though. Oh, man. 38.5. think he was always around 35.5, 36. 38.5 is high, but the matchup was really nice. The assists, like Hawks bottom 3 near the rim defense, 34% of his assists are coming from there. The assists are tempting. Let's see. They played him once this season. He had 45 PRA, 28 points, 7 rebounds, 10 assists. That's exactly, in my mind, kind of stat line I would expect in this matchup. What's the spread, though? It's only 1.5. At least the Hawks are at home. They didn't have to travel, right? From the back-to-back. That's kind of big. Yeah, man. I don't know. I think he wants some access with his playmaking and scoring, so either the PA, PRA, RA, it's just so high. Some books have him at 40.5, like Pinnacle, with juice on the under. Whew. I mean, looks like Fliff is the best. Minus 125 to 38.5. Assists are tempting though, man. You just got to get those potentials up to like 15. He's been hovering around 11 to 13. He's been hovering around 11 to 13 potentials, so I'd like to see that get above 13 potentials for sure. Bam. Look at your boy Bam. Over 20 points in 3 of his last 4 games. Tough opponents too, like the Bucks, Celtics. Get it done. He said, put some respect on my name, underrated. But I can't put respect on his name.
Casket.
Ever, so Tomb.
Tomb? Okay.
Yeah. We had 2 different categories. Casket, you can maybe get him out if you need to in emergency situations. But the Tomb, deep freeze. They're done.
I'm going to look for a casket closing sound effect right now.
Perfect. They need a Tomb one too, where the rock goes over, moves over the hole.
I wonder what the difference in the sound would be. Let's see.
The Heat give up assists too, right? All season. Like 7 and 9 guys like Trey have cleared their assists, including Trey himself against the Heat. Trey had 15. His line is at its normal line, 10.5. That's good. I mean, man, this season it got up to like crazy high, 12.5 some games. It's come back down. But it's just these games. I mean, his teammates just aren't making their shots, man. 22 potentials, 7 converted. 17 potential, 8 converted. 20 potentials, only 9 converted. It's just passing to a lot of bums here, man. Yeah. But the matchup makes sense.
I got the sound. It's so tight.
Let me see. Let me hear it.
It'll take me a minute to get it in the right spot. Hold on.
All right.
Go ahead.
Just let me know when.
Oh, yeah, I will. Don't worry.
Another thing is, like, Davion is going to be on Trey. Off night, Davion. He's playing big minutes again. Yeah, and Davion.
J. Cole says free. J. Cole says free Trey.
Free Trey? Yeah, I would do this. I mean, Davion's going to force the ball out of his hand, so I would, if anything, I would just do his assist. So we'll mark that down as a play for today. Like I said, I don't like taking assists straight up much anymore, but for guys like Trey, Cade, and maybe one other, I would consider it. And the matchup makes sense, especially with Davion on him. I'd say either take his assists or under points. It's on a back-to-back. See how he's done on back-to-backs, right? Pretty bad. But his assists are still solid on back-to-back. So, yeah, I think it's a smart move. Under the points in one, slip, and over assists in the other.
J. Cole
Good
said,
correlate.
I'm saying free Trey from the organization, not free Trey like play him or anything.
Yeah. He's ready to get out of there. Tyson will be on Tyler Hero. Yeah. Do they have an assist combo for Tyler Hero and Trey? For those on PrizePicks? That would be something I'd be interested in. They do. It's juice, though. I wouldn't mind it. I usually like unders on assist combos on PrizePicks, but that one makes sense. Because what do they have Trey at for 10 assists? I'm sure they don't even have it, knowing PrizePicks. Do we even have it? Oh, we do have it. Oh, and it's a popular play. Perfect. Yeah, either one. Do we have Heroes Assist? We should. I mean, I think it was like even money line, right?
See if we can hear where Bam is stuck at. Ready?
Uh-huh. Perfect. I like the finish clutch.
The creaking casket, it's called. Never again.
All right. Perfect. Last 3 games, we're done. T-Wolves at Thunder. We just saw this matchup, right? Last night. I hate these baseball series, man. I just stay away from them. So I'm going to scratch this game off, guys. I'm going to pretend it never existed. Blazers at Jazz. Clarkson's out. Collins is out. Kessler's out. Markin's out. Holy shit. Dude, did you see the Blazers beat the Hornets by 53 points?
Blazers, baby! I'm betting all my money.
53?
How is that possible? How?
141 to 88.
These are the things, bro. When it gets to the nearing the end of the season, it gets ridiculous. That's crazy. What are we doing?
You want to know what's ridiculous?
What?
Let me tell you this. If I told you Jabari Walker, your homie Jabari Walker,
Yeah, my homie.
played 26 minutes in this game, how many points do you think he put up?
26 minutes?
26 minutes.
8 points.
Put up 20. 20 points, bro. 14 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. He almost had 50 fantasy points.
You know what I noticed on Props Builder? It's a little side note here, but Donovan Clingan, they have his 3-point attempt, or a 3-point prop for some reason. I'm like, why? Why do they have it? It's so weird.
What is it? Is it 0.5?
Yeah. It's 0.5 at like plus 1-3. It's like plus 300 to hit one. And it's like, I just don't get why it's there. But
he's hit one a few times this season. Yeah.
I love
He's
it.
trash. He's trash. And even with 8 and out and time lord out, he's barely playing, man.
Yeah.
He gets in foul trouble.
He sucks.
He's fucking terrible. Look at him.
Got a sound for him. It sucks with the music on. You gotta make it louder. Alright.
Well, with that said, who do we like today? Everyone's out for Jazz. I would take the Blazers to cover that spread. 6.5.
Wow. Blazer time, baby. How do we make money? We bet on the Blazers.
That's like rule number one in the season. We always like the Blazers in the season.
Yeah,
Their
because
Blazers are full go minus Ayton. Yeah, they're full go. I mean, I say go right back to Jabari Walker. It looks like he's going to earn more minutes at the center position
wow,
over Donovan.
we're going Jabari Walker now.
Dude, back-to-back games, 17 points, 20 points. I thought I'd never see the day where Jabari had the scoring. Remember, I mean, his line when he was playing starting at the end of the season last year and playing like 35 minutes, his point line was like 9.5. Bro.
Yeah.
Like, dude never scored.
I remember.
But he's such a tryhard. He tries so hard out there. Phillips loves him because of that.
AO says we're all D-Gens united as one.
We are always forever.
Forever.
We don't have his props, man. But if you're on fantasy sites, man, I would take him. He's only power forward eligible. It's only 4,200, bro. And against the Utah with no Kessler and no Collins and Markkinen, he gets to go against a shitty Duke player and Kyle Filipowski. Trash.
every time
That
you
sound
say
could
so,
be a trash can too, man.
we need a trash can sound, like throwing like a big old thing in one of those big garbage cans, like those big old dumpsters. Yes.
Dumpsters. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. That's a perfect spot.
This is good though.
Mr. Kyle.
I really like that.
Oh, I love it. I
I
love
feel like Halloween.
it. Yeah, man. Keontae's been full try hard mode with all his guys out. I mean, he's gonna chuck today. I don't trust him. Blazers defense is pretty solid too, but
You can't trust that face.
no.
Do you know who Jack Doherty is? He's like a YouTube type of person.
It's familiar.
Oh, he looks like Keontae George if he was white. J. Cole says Blazers to cover the spread.
That's what I'm thinking, man. 6.5.
AO says get a dump truck sound.
Beep beep beep. Back it on up for these bumps,
Reverse it,
man.
yeah. He said reversing, yeah. That's funny. You guys are funny.
Hell yeah, I'm with it. Yeah, man. If you wanna dumpster dive, roll with Keontae. I mean, this dude should put up easy 20 shots today. I would look for a field goal attempt for him if they had it. I doubt it. Of course not. Check the other sites, like Dabble, because this guy's gonna chuck, and he doesn't care. 3-point attempt would probably be the best one to go with. Don't want to trust him to make his threes, but he should take a lot of them today. He took 8 last game, 8 before that. So you're looking for like a 7.5 or 8.5 3-point attempt line for him. Total, he took 17 last game, but Markkinen played in that game, and now you don't have Sexton, Clarkson, Collins, and Markkinen. So, yep, I would do that. And then the Blazers side, I mean, Denny's fantasy is live. All these guys, man. $33 fantasy. I can get down with that. I would maybe consider first half because of blowout potential, which is crazy to say for the Blazers, but 16.5. I consider that. I know Kamara did his thing yesterday, but I still don't believe in that guy. He should get stocks today, though. If you were going to play anything, it would be fantasy. But I'm going to look out for – I think we probably get Jabari props maybe an hour before the game starts because he's a bench guy. So look out for his props, man. His rebound prop or his PR. You going to play some Jabari Walker underrated?
I don't know, man.
He should ball today. He should. But yeah, I don't trust Simons for shooting, even though it's a good matchup. It is only 20.5 points. I trust Denny though, man. Like most of his points are coming from the 3 ball. Jazz are giving up the most 3-point made, worst 3-point defense.
J. Cole locked in the
So, yeah.
Blazers. We're going Blazers today, I guess.
Blazers.
All right, guys. Take them out of the casket.
All right. Last 2 games, man. Oh, last game. Good time here. Hornets at Kings. Oh my gosh. So what Hornets are we gonna get? What's the spread? It's gotta be like 10.5, 11.5. Okay. Yeah, Kings should mop them here, but Kings defense is awful. I mean, I just watched the Warriors drop 130 on them. Oh my gosh, they're bad. Doug Christie does not have them playing defense. Yeah, Warriors dropped 132. Pelicans dropped 140. So they're coming off back-to-back games since All-Star break, giving up 130 plus points. Yeah, I mean, we call him 40 burger on them. But the problem is, you got to choose. You got to sort through a lot of trash here on the Hornets side. Does LaMelo give a shit anymore? That's the real question.
No.
Because it doesn't look like it. Look at this.
Can you name someone in the NBA right now that gives a shit?
Jabari Walker.
Yeah, players like that.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like stars?
Yeah, stars. Because guys who are maxed out of their contracts and, guys that
Giannis
are just
always
cruising.
I would say guys like Giannis, like he always cares and goes hard.
Yeah.
But he's been dealing with injury.
J. Cole says I need LaMelo for 25.
I mean, on paper, J. Cole, he should get 25, dude. But is his team going to hang around long enough, strong enough? Because that was embarrassing to lose by 53. He put up 5 points in 22 minutes of play, went 1 of 10. Why do you only play 10 minutes against the Blazers? He get injured? I think this game he got injured, right? Yeah, man. I mean, on paper, this is a perfect matchup for LaMelo. And then what about Big Nurk? He got his revenge against the Blazers. Forgot to play him that day. He's the only one that did anything. In just 16 minutes, he had 11 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, almost a triple-double in 16 minutes.
It doesn't get any worse for Nurk. It can't get worse. Like,
It doesn't.
you get drafted over Jokic. You look like shit in comparison. You get mad. Got to play for the shitty Blazers. Then you go play for the Suns, like you're going to do something. And then you just get thrown right back to the Hornets where your life is going to end.
I love it. Yeah. I can't blame him for all those reasons you just said. And with that, I think you got to just consider LaMelo or Nick Smith here. Because, it's all 3-point shooting that Kings are getting killed by. 44% of Nick's points come from the 3-ball. But, man, this guy is a hard click. A very hard click. And his line is pretty high at 13.5. Oh, my gosh, it's 14.5 in some books. So, I don't know if I can do it. But I would say the only one I would trust is LaMelo. On paper, it's a smash spot for him, but you're dancing with the devil. Absolutely here. King side, obviously, Sabonis has a phenomenal matchup. Always attack the Hornets. But with him, it's just a matter of they got a lot of ball hogs on the team right now, man. DeRozan's been going back to his ISO ways of just getting the ball in the mid-range, backing it down, doing his little fadeaway, and he's been black holing hard, man. I watched him in that Warriors game. Came to the free throw line, took 10 free throw attempts, still put up 14 field goal attempts. So, in reality, took almost 20 shots. He definitely looks like DeRozan of the Bulls days. Doesn't do anything in the first half, but then goes off in the second half. But Sabonis has been pretty steady for the most part. But I will say his field goal attempts have dropped since Levine has come into the picture. You see, he was scoring a lot right before Levine got there.
Sabonis under?
Not against the Hornets. No.
Oh, yeah. Not the Hornets. J. Cole says, watch Nurk's leg injury. Before that, he was a monster.
Yeah, that's true.
These big dudes always get hurt like that, and their careers are never the same.
Yep.
It sucks, man. It's a lot of up and downs on those 7-foot big old people.
Well, like two of my all-time favorite players growing up as NBA players, Penny Hardaway and Tracy McGrady. They dealt with those knee problems and never
dude.
Right.
Your body's not supposed to be running up and down that court so much all your life. It's crazy.
If they would have stayed had a full career, man, they would have been up there.
They were fun.
They were amazing, man. Penny. They don't make pennies anymore.
Nope.
Just dimes, nickels.
Ouch.
Sabonis is not even a coin. He's a Bitcoin.
Here's Rick Smits.
Yep, but what do we always do with them? We do first half, right? Because Levine doesn't do much in the first half. So what's his first half PRA?
Where's Big 2? J. Cole says, facts, man. T-Mac, my all-time fave.
Which one?
J. Cole says T-Mac is his all-time fave.
Oh, T-Mac.
That's funny, guys. You know why that's so crazy funny? My girl's favorite player is T-Mac. Isn't that weird? It's a random thing.
Awesome.
It's random.
Yeah, dude. I mean, if those out there just don't really of him, but you don't really know him that well because
his highlights and the way he looks when he just play was smooth.
And watch go back and watch the game where he had that comeback against the Spurs. It was the craziest game ever, man. I forget how many points he scored consecutively and brought him back to win at the end. It was the craziest game.
J. Cole says Grant Hill too.
Oh hell no.
Nah.
I can't do that.
Fuck all that Duke shit. You know who my favorite player was, and it's gonna be funny, but they have the similar style. Of course, they're not on the same level because this dude was never even good. But do you remember Walt Williams?
I think he used
to pull up his socks. He played for Maryland. He was good in college and he was half decent in pro, but I don't know what it was. It must be that age when you're just watching basketball and somebody just catches your eye and you're like, that guy's good.
Yeah.
But he had that same style. It's that lazy, just smooth style. People love those type players. J. Cole says Grant Hill 13 points in 33 seconds. Respect his name.
How much did T-Mac get in the limited time in the Spurs game at the end?
I don't know. Remember. Maybe that was what he was talking about. He didn't say Grant Hill. But maybe. He might have been talking about old T-Mac, actually.
He had to. Grant Hill wasn't a scorer like that.
Grant Hill.
Well, yeah, I would say LaMelo is not really a first half guy, right? So the only problem is taking his full game where you have to worry about the blowout and him playing only 25 minutes. But then taking his first half, you just worry about him coming out struggling with the shot early, which he tends to do, man. He's the kind of guy that needs volume to build up and get going and feel the flow. So I think you have to go full game and just hope he gets it done in 3 quarters. Or 3.5 quarters. But yeah, Sabonis' first half points are PRA. Makes total sense here. If you don't want to do Sabonis, I think, obviously DeRozan has been tearing it up in the first half as well. It's been pretty consistent, minus that Pelicans game. So, yeah, I would say DeRozan's first half fantasy one, and then Sabonis' first half points are PRA in the other. The points with Sabonis is scary just because, like I said, his shot volume, I noticed, has gone way down lately. And I think it has to be the Levine effect. So, okay. His also Sabonis's rotation has changed too, so something to keep an eye on. He used to play the entire first quarter when Mike Brown was a coach, but now it seems like Doug Christie's like changed it. I think he's only playing like first 8 minutes and then the first quarter, and then picking up more in the second quarter. So this game he played only 7.5 minutes in the first quarter, and then he played 9.5 in the second. So yeah, a little bit different. Before he would play the entire first and then check in around the 6-minute mark of the second quarter. Let's just quickly check before we get out of here. How has his first half minutes actually gone down overall, or is it just the rotation has changed? Looks like it's gone down. Yeah, it's gone down. So he was playing big minutes. Like he was playing up near 20 minutes. Some games 21, depending on the matchup, like against Jokic. I mean, he played 4 straight games, 20 minutes in the first half. And then since then, it's just gone down 18, 19, 17, 16, 16, 17. It's a little scary, guys. He's got to be super efficient, but he should be in this matchup, right? When did Doug Christie take over as head coach? I forget the date, but to me, it looks like it was early February, just based on this change in rotation and minutes. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think some of these games gotta be careful blowouts here, man. Especially these late games. The last 3 games definitely blowout potential. So first half maybe. Yeah, Blazers, Simons live for his 3-point shooting. Denny for his fantasy. Jabari for his fantasy or rebounding points. LaMelo and Nick Smith for their outside shooting. And then Sabonis first half scoring or PRA. Then we talked about heroes scoring and playmaking. And Trae Young's playmaking as well. Hawks game. Nets Wizards didn't really have much there, man. Maybe Watford, French play. And the Bulls Sixers talked about Giddey. RA if you wanted to get giddy with it. But I'm not a giddy dude. I'm not down with 16, so. Nuggets, Pacers. Talked about Jokic's scoring potential here with Pacers probably running a zone on him, 2-3 zone, so clogging the lanes for his passing lanes. I think he's going to look to score more, but 28.5 points is a lot. I don't know if I want to sweat that, but it's a 245.5 total. Scoring's going to come from somewhere. And then the Pistons Clippers, I'm probably fading overall. Except I'm with AO on that. I would take Pistons money line or to cover the 1.5 point spread. Oh, and then we talked about Blazers covering the 6.5 point spread against the Jazz, benching all their starters. That's about it, guys. Very mid slate. Tomorrow is that another 8-gamer? Looks like it. Wednesday's a big slate, so I think Wednesday looks pretty good. Some good matchups in there. Spurs and Rockets should be good. Jazz Kings.
I'm surprised Giddey went to the Bulls.
I know.
The age of consent there, 17.
And what, in Illinois?
In Illinois, yeah. Iowa 16, Indiana 16, Kansas 16, Kentucky 16, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan.
They don't have professional teams. Well, Michigan, they have Pistons, yeah.
Massachusetts, Minnesota. Did you know that more states are 16 than 18? Like, way more. We just been in California so long.
What is California?
18.
Okay.
You want to know how disgusting people were on the tour buses? They'd have these lists for what cities we were in.
Oh, I mean,
no bullshit.
Bad, yeah.
No bullshit. Tour manager would have the list up. Okay, guys. Now remember, West Virginia 16. So.
Wow.
Washington 16. Vermont 16. What are we doing here? There's a lot of 16s.
Yep.
It's weird. Some of them have 17. Colorado 17. J. Cole in Texas 17. Oh no, he said he doesn't live in Texas anymore. Where you live, J. Cole? Let's look up your number. Probably 16.
Before we get out of it real quick, did you have a date for Diamond?
Well, I did.
Oh,
but
she bumped to 19.5. Wow.
Oh, let's see if we can find her on. See if we can find her on Underdog. Let me look for one. I'll get you guys one here, hopefully in the next half an hour. Let's see if she's.
Okay.
Let's see if she's on Underdog still though. At 18.5, that'd be amazing. Got to do it quick, I guess. What about Dabble? Dabble's fun. Oh, I saw something interesting J. Cole might like too. Props Builder added the Australian games. They didn't add the players yet, but I know it's another 3 days, so maybe they'll add the players on there. That'd be amazing. If we could do head-to-heads and shit. That'd be fun. All right, well, I'll find you guys a date here for Diamond. Hopefully she's not 19.5 everywhere.
Yeah, she opened at 18.5 and went all the way to 19.5. She starts in 30 minutes though, so you got 30 minutes.
Okay, I'll get you one. 19.5 on Dabble. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, Diamond.
Shining bright.
Yeah, man.
Keep in mind it is a 25-point spread.
Damn, 19.5 on Underdog too. Shit. Oh wow.
Oh, they got rid of the 0.9x.
Yeah, they bumped a whole point.
She is like that.
Well, we got the 2-pick in earlier at least.
Yep.
Oh wow. All right then, man. I'll see you in the cord here in a little bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna you could just throw these NBA Trae Young assists bonus first half with these women's college basketball. Get a little 5-pick in there if you want. For those out there. If you don't want Diamond bump, now that Diamond's bump, just go with Wheeler's PRA if you want. I just worry about foul trouble.
J. Cole said Alabama is probably 15 age of consent. Nope, it's 16, J. Cole. Don't worry. Just wait till she's 16. What do they call it? Somebody was saying it on TV the other day, so dumb. Not breeding. The fuck do they call it?
Breed.
No, like when the girl's like that old and then they're like, I'm just waiting for the age, and they call it a word. Not grooming. Something else disgusting. I don't know. J. Cole probably knows the word.
Oh, man, I have no idea. On that note.
Hey guys, we are watching women's college here.
Yeah.
Grooming. J. Cole says grooming children.
Oh
Jeez. All right
we
then.
Don't get into this, dude. Any of this talk.
Ayo says tailing that 5-picker.
Okay, let's do it.
See what happens. All right, guys.
Ratness better come through.
Ayo, love
All right.
y'all, mofos. Love y'all too. Love you too, Big Ayo. We will see you in a minute.
All right, fellas.